Welcome to the review of the EUNI ES808 electric scooter, something I've been using in the suburbs of Toronto very successfully. It costs about $400 normal price, but it goes on sale regularly for around $300, and I've seen it hit $250 before, which at that price is an absolute steal, so be sure to check out the description below for a link and a coupon as well. So this scooter is not for children. Weighing close to 30 pounds or 13 kilograms and standing 110 centimeters high, it's made out of aircraft grade aluminum and plastic, and it feels pretty well designed. You fold the scooter for easier transportation, and it even has two tiny wheels at the bottom so you can drag it behind you like luggage. A couple of other design decisions here include a headlamp in the front that lights up every time you hit the brakes, and rear red brake lights that light up every time you hit the brake there as well. The charging port is located on the left side, and the front wheel is air-filled while the back wheel does not require air, which does change the shock absorption, but we'll talk about that later. The interface of the scooter is fairly simple. There's a black and white screen showing you the battery percentage, a power button, a horn button, and a toggle mode button as well. Using the scooter is very easy. Just turn it on by pressing this button and you are ready to go. The scooter won't move by itself if you are stationary. You have to give it a push before you start. And once you do, you can rev the scooter so the motor kicks in and you start moving. However, acceleration here is super slow. It takes forever to hit 12 kilometers an hour, but after that point it accelerates pretty fast, so I usually help it up by kicking the ground a couple of times. You can hit a top speed of 20 kilometers per hour on flat ground, and if you're going uphill, let's say like a 7% grade, which is fairly typical for parking garage ramps like this one, the scooter slowed down to about 12 kilometers per hour, which is actually not bad at all. Strong winds can slow you down as well. Riding headfirst into a 35 km per hour wind slowed the max speed down from 20 to about 16 km per hour. Going downhill though, your max speed is limited to 20 km per hour. Even though you can theoretically get more speed, the scooter does not let your wheels spin freely. There is no cruise control, so you must keep the throttle engaged to continue moving. The brakes are actually super good. I could come to a complete stop from max speed in about 3 meters, and if you don't lean back while braking hard, you could potentially topple over the front of the scooter because of how fast it stops. Handling on the scooter is decent also. The turning radius on the scooter is not the best, but the large 8-inch wheels mean you can go over small bumps in the sidewalk fairly easily, but any sort of larger bumps, and you'll want to hop the scooter so you don't scratch the underside. Because the front tires are filled with air, they are more shock resistant than the back tires, so the closer you stand to the front, the less shocks you are going to feel. In terms of battery life, I was able to get about 13 kilometers or 8 miles, and this included about 19 meters of elevation gain and 7 meters of elevation loss, so it's just over half of what EUNI said it would get, which was about 25 kilometers, which there's no way you're getting that kind of mileage. This was tested in freezing weather, so exactly 0 Celsius or 32 Fahrenheit. Charging is super fast though. I was able to charge a little less than half the battery in just 45 minutes and the full battery in about 2 hours. So a couple of other things to talk about. There is no kickstand, so you cannot stand by itself, but it's also water resistant, so you can ride it in the rain, but that's really dangerous. I wouldn't recommend it. You can connect this to the 9bot app, but I wasn't confident enough to ride with one hand and use the phone in the other. The last thing to talk about is regarding laws and stuff. Electric scooters are mostly banned on the road and on the sidewalk where you live. For example, in the US or Canada, it's illegal to operate a motorized vehicle on the sidewalk, and in Canada, it's actually illegal to ride your regular human-powered skateboard on the sidewalk as well, which is absolutely ridiculous. And in Netherlands or Germany, for example, it's illegal to go faster than 6 kilometers per hour. So that pretty much makes this scooter illegal in every single country. However, the good thing is that this scooter looks like a pretty normal scooter, so most police won't even see you riding on the sidewalk and they'll think it's just a regular scooter. And if you are at a stop sign, you have to kick off anyway to get the motor started, so it looks pretty normal as well. I've ridden past one police car and one policeman guarding a construction site, and they did not even notice me at all. I absolutely love it, and I will be using it as much as possible. Let me know what country you're from and whether or not electrical skateboards and scooters are illegal. Cold. Huge thanks to my friend John over here who helped me film this. It's super cold, so we're both really freezing. But yeah, so be sure to check out his channel in the video I'm going to link up above as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.